I am Kortlin White, and I got next.
You next up and you ain't been on SportsLifeTalk. Like, what are you doing? Hey, you better hit him up. Look, you breaking next and you up next. Kings and queens go hard. Rise and star on the big scene. Make them know who you are. You don't break a sweat. Don't settle for less. They put you through that test. Your resume that flex. Who got next? Who got next? SLT, ready, set, go. Who got next? Who got next? Living my dreams and all your goals. Who got next? Who got next? You can ask B. Jones or head coach. Who got next? Who got next? You next up, so here's my vote.
SLT Nation! Welcome back to season 3 of Sports Life Talks. You got next, a platform that gives exposure to the voices of tomorrow. That's right. We're talking to rising stars in our communities who are doing big things and accomplishing big dreams. And today we at home now. That's right, DFW. We showing some love to one of our very own coaches right here in our backyard. And Kevin, I hit the grass just got cut. I hit her with Friday night lights getting polished up. It's time to talk some football, baby. That's right. We got one of the dopest, most energetic and up and coming coaches in the area out of Louisville High, the Fighting Farmers. This man got over 11 years in the game, KT. Hey, he used to play running back, which we're going to talk a little bit about that later on. But welcome to the stage. Get that guy. Pumping that iron, coach. Let's go.
Appreciate it, man.
Yo, how you doing, Coach White?
I'm doing good, man. Gearing up for another last week of Farmer Strong. So, you got me on my day where I'm focused, relaxed, and just want to have a good time before we hit it running our last week.
That's right, Kevin. Let me get like Coach White down. Now, Coach White, look at Coach White. Coach, how many pancakes you ate this morning, Coach? You probably 14 of them protein pancakes down.
We went with some Herbalife shake this morning. So
Herbalife shake.
I'm gonna get on the grill later. I'm gonna smoke some chicken breast later. So I'm saving it up for later this evening. You follow me on Twitter. I do posts. Chef White, Coach White, from time to time.
Yeah, we'll be there about 3 to 4 o'clock, okay, Coach? We'll come over there for the chicken breast. Hey, if this is your first time joining the show, welcome to our amazing show platform. I am your host, the mouth of the South, B. Jones, the OG, all things Louisiana. Mr. Yeet is in the building. I'm rocking alongside my brother from another mother, the other side of the logo, the Quiet Storm. Head coach, KT, how you feeling today, Kev?
I'm feeling great, but I don't know if people realize that normally when we have a football coach on or a football athlete, we're recording on Sundays. We know that Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, that's football. So B. Jones, it's a football Sunday. Let's turn up, man. I'm ready to go.
I'm ready to go too. Hey, before we get to Coach Kortlin White's amazing story, we got to pay the bills. And by paying the bill, we're not talking about a financial interaction, even though that was.
I mean, you want to. I mean,
hey, get at your boy. But what we need, though, more than anything, we need your support. We need you to stick around, and we need you to join this movement and help us to keep this amazing momentum of 2023 moving forward. And how can you do it? It's very simple. On the count of 3, I need you to do 3 specific things. And these 3 things are monumental. They're juggernaut status, okay? The first one, we need you to tap in on that like button, all right? Hit that like button, send this show to the algorithm. Number 2, we need you to smash that subscribe button. Become a part of our family. Join the movement. We got more shows coming in 2023, and we would love to have you stick around and show support for these coaches and amazing athletes that we highlight using this platform. And then number 3, we need you sharing is caring, ladies and gentlemen. That's right. It ain't Christmas time, but 'tis the season of sharing. And we need you to, everybody that come to the top of your mind, we need you to send this show to them so we can get this thing cracking, popping, bubbling up, all of the above. Coach White, what we doing today, Coach? It's leg day, because if it's leg day, I'm out.
We total body work at what we're doing. We're gonna hit a clean real quick, then we'll hit a squat or a bench, then hit some auxiliary sets, and then hit a circuit. And we out the door. 35 minutes. We out the door, man. We ain't a bodybuilding over here.
Hey, y'all heard the man. Here we go. It's time to put the work in. Let's go. 1, 2, 3. Boom. Welcome to the Sports Life Talk family. That's right. We don't do fans. We don't do followers. We do family. So if you smash that subscribe button, we appreciate you for joining the Sports Life Talk family. Leave us a fire emoji down in the chat so we can properly introduce ourselves to you. Because we just two brothers. We show love to everybody. So smash that subscribe button and leave that emoji and let us know you just joined the family. All right, here we go. Coach White. Without further ado, before we can tell them how the secret sauce, to the Chef White side of it, we got to let them know a little bit about who you are. All right, so we got to take you through the Sports Life Talk initiation. You ready for that, Coach White?
Let's get it.
Kevin, you see how I'm asking for permission? You see how I'm making sure he clearly knows I'm getting his buy-in on this. All right, let's go.
Yeah, you're making us look bad, B. Jones. Step up, man. We can handle it, B. Jones. We may have to jump them, and we may not win, but we gonna let them know we in for a dog fight. Just like those fighting farmers, they fight every Friday night, B. Jones. We bringing that energy too. All right, Coach. To initiate you into the SLT family, you gotta give us your top 5 music artists.
Man, so number 1, and my Spotify can tell me this all the time, is my man Drizzy Drake. I've been a Drake friend since Degrassi, since Thank Me Later. I'm like Drake.
Not Degrassi.
Yeah, I'm Drake. I'm Drake when people say he was on Nickelodeon stuff. But Drake fan all day. I've been to like 3 concerts, so shout out to that man. Andre 3000, big Outkast fan. I got a brother who's 10 years older, so Stank on ya. I got the album pumping all the time. Then I take a little detour, and I like my man Justin Timberlake, man. My boy be working with Timberland. He ain't never had a bad song, in my opinion.
Have you heard him on that remix with Coco Jones? You heard him on that? Slayed it.
You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. JT is like the John B. He got accepted. He was on 106 at Park at one point. Like, name how many white artists got to be on BET.
He coming to the cookout. He coming to the cookout.
And then Anderson .Paak. So I wouldn't have said he was top 5 until I went to Dave Chappelle a couple weeks back here in Fort Worth at Dickies Arena. And Anderson .Paak came out. Boy got on the vinyl, did a set on vinyl, did a set on the drum, and then played some him and Bruno Mars. And that brother killed it. Like 25 minutes set before Dave Chappelle came out. I was like, you know what? I'm rocking with Anderson .Paak, man. Like, it was awesome. And then last, rounded out, my boy C Breezy, Chris Brown.
Breezy.
So I may be in the weight room working out. You may think I'm listening to some hip hop rap. I may have some old school Chris Brown on in the background, just grooving through the music, man. Like, I'm an R&B when I work out. People wouldn't be surprised, man. That's just how I roll. And those are my top 5 for sure.
All right, Coach. We like to rank everybody's top 5, and the highest you can get is 5. B. Jones.
What you giving him, man?
There's no way I can give anything less than 5. He said Andre 3000. He's in my top 5. B. Jones. He said Drake. Man, give him 15 for that top 5. B. Jones. That was amazing. Immaculate. I mean, I let Justin Timberlake date one of my cousins, man. You know what I'm saying? That's how official he is. That's why I wanted to go with it earlier, but this ain't about me. It's about you, Coach. All right, who is your favorite superhero and why?
I would say my favorite superhero is Black Panther. I mean, I think when he embarks, and then the guy who plays him, Chadwick Boseman, like, rest in peace. But like, you think about somebody who, if I was growing up, I was a little kid when Black Panther came out. I can see myself wanting to be that Halloween, wanting to wear the shirt. Like, I watch the movie at least once a month. Like, it's just it embodies so much in the culture, and I would say Black Panther is my hero.
All right, T'Challa. Since every good superhero needs their own theme music, what would your theme song be?
I probably have to say my anthem. Like, and this is going back from high school. Man, is Kanye West "Good Life." That's like my anthem. Like,
I go for mine. I got mine.
Like, every day before every night before a football game in high school, man, it was the last song I listened to before I hit the field. Like,
That used to be my theme song. That was mine. Nobody, you the first person that said "Good Life Kanye" as your theme song except me. But I just recently changed mine. So
I got you. Yeah,
right.
I mean, new Kanye we won't really speak on, but old Kanye we can go down that storyline.
Old Kanye was a monster, man.
I love the new Kanye. I like the new Kanye. It's different. It's kind of like hip hop gospel now. He basically doing music for the Lord now.
But come on now! But come on,
Yeah,
look at the Netflix documentary, man.
I ain't
Look at how he made an album off his own money, hustled, and every album got better. And then we got to after 808s.
Yeah, 808s heartbreaks. It was a little bit of downturn. I give you that one. I give you that.
So, but yeah, no, I still bump the Kanye.
All right. So if you could shadow anyone for a week and learn from them, they could be either dead or alive. Who would it be and why?
I would say there's so many you could do. I would do Mike Tomlin of the Pittsburgh Steelers. He's one of the longest tenured NFL coaches. You seen him on the Pivot podcast. You can just tell he's a man amongst men. Like he there's a reason why he's still at the top and one of the last few coaches that have been around, with a decade already in the game. Just to see his day-to-day operations and see how he balances his family life with a high-profile job. How he interacts with his players. Like I'm big on why do the guys who stay at the top or at their position for long? What are you doing? Because obviously you're not a dinosaur. They call you dinosaurs, but dinosaurs became extinct, and these coaches are still here. So what are you doing on a day-to-day, year-to-year, month-to-month process that's keeping you, repeating your job and getting guys to buy into your program? Because he's probably, 20, 30 years older, some of these cats that are walking into the league as rookies. Yeah. So it's like, that's something. That's a guy I want to model after, and a guy who I look up to anytime.
And he's actually the second longest coaching position.
Yeah,
Sean Payton was with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Belichick is number one with the Patriots, and then it's Mike Tomlin with the Steelers. Yeah. That is absolutely nuts.
Yeah. So and we know in this profession, you don't get many opportunities to get it right, and so he's got it right. And I know he's probably failed along the way, but just to be able to walk, step on alongside and say, Coach, man, how do you do it day in and day out? That's what somebody I would
and he's never had a losing season either. That's another thing that's crazy.
That's crazy. We could do a whole special on Mike Tomlin.
I think we may be doing one in the next couple of weeks, B. Jones. We might have to talk about Mike Tomlin.
I think I had the same idea too.
All right, Coach. What is something that football has taught you that you can use when you're not on the field?
That when life hits you, time doesn't stop. That when adversity hits, time doesn't stop. You have to keep moving, but you have to have your own process, and we all handle things differently. I think this game teaches you so much more than lacing up a pair of cleats, putting on that helmet, those shoulder pads. It teaches you at some point that your playing career is going to end. So what are you going to do to prepare yourself for the next chapter? To be that family man, to be a coach, to be a husband, to be a brother, to be to your community. What are those things? Adversity teaches you that not everything's going to be great. In the game of football, the game of sports in general, I won't even say football, the game of sports will ultimately teach you how to navigate this world we live in. Because people say it's not the same back in the day, and that's okay. You have to find out that this new norm and this new way of life, you have to adapt and find it doing it your way and not doing it some other way.
All right, Coach. So B. Jones and I, we're going to produce a movie centered around you. The one thing that we're missing is a lead actor. Who should we get to play you in the story of your life?
Man, I gotta go with my man Denzel Washington. he gonna win a Grammy. He already did Coach Boom, and remember the Titans we need another Denzel in the building. Like Denzel could play me, and if not, I would probably go with my doppelganger because people say it all the time. I would say Wayne Brady could play me.
You know what? No, you know what? That's perfect because we can't afford Denzel.
Yeah, we can't afford.
I'm pretty sure we can get Wayne Brady on it.
Yeah.
Well, no, you know what's crazy? I didn't see the Wayne Brady thing. I'm glad you brought it, but I had Big E. Have y'all ever seen Big E from the WWE?
You know I've seen Big E.
Yeah, he looks just like Big E can play you, man, and we get Big E on a budget.
So I got a funny story. So my brother and nephew are big into wrestling, and they every so often they send me these Big E we go to Las Vegas, me and my wife, back in March to see Usher, which I would highly suggest go see Usher in Vegas.
No,
Usher caused me problems, coach.
As long as he come right there, you're all right. And so we're at this restaurant, and this guy takes our order, and he's getting it. He looks at me twice, and he said, "You know what people say you look like?" And I just put my head down. And there was a split second, he almost thought I was Biggie, and I almost should have just taken and ran with him and been like, "Yeah, I'm trying to be low key. I could have got my bill count," but once I told him like, "No," but I was like, "You're not the first person that's told me that." So now y'all make the third meet somebody saying, "You know who you look like?" Like, oh man, my brother's gonna get a kick out of this segment.
All right, coach. So this is probably the most important question I'm going to ask you during the initiation. B. Jones and I, we love to travel. Friday nights we'll be at football games. We'll be at basketball games, just everything. But in traveling, we got to find something to eat. So give us that one spot in Louisville that gets your stamp of approval, and what is your go-to meal?
All right, so I'm gonna give you two. Hispanic food. We're gonna hit Angelina's. I'm gonna recommend either getting the special. Shout out to Coach Odell, or head coach who gets that all the time. Or I'm an enchilada guy, so 3 beef enchiladas. Can't go wrong with a sweet tea. You get unlimited chips, salsa. You can get the spice if you like hot salsa. Pour it up. It's warm. It's good. And then if you want the barbecue, you need to go to Sullivan's. Sullivan's barbecue we have from time to time. I'm a fatty brisket guy. It's just my preference. Get the macaroni and cheese. Get the jalapeno sausage, cornbread on the side, and then get some peach cobbler to end it. Done. Food coma.
Well, coach, we said you got to give us something before the game. We can't eat that before a game. We're going to watch our play.
Well, that's what you do. You roll up early, and then you can take a nap. Get you about an hour nap in, and you're good to go, man.
All right, we sold. I'm sold, B. John. What about you? We got to do it.
I might just head over there before football season. I don't know if I'm gonna make it to that fall. Man, that sounds so delicious.
No, yeah, that's good. They got some good. That's good spots.
All right, so if you hit that subscribe button or thinking about doing so, please do leave us your top 5 music artists, your theme song, and your favorite superhero in the comments. And finally, go to our website, yougotnext.com, to learn more about us and our YGN family members. So now allow me to reintroduce, is it Big E, Wayne Brady, Denzel, but Coach Kortlin White to the show. So B. Jones, go ahead and take it away, brother.
Coach, welcome to the show, man. I'm super excited to have you on there. Like I say, it just brings me in the mode of football. And I think we less than 45 days or 40 days away from the football season. I guess that might be NFL. You guys probably start y'all seasons a little bit earlier than that. I don't know. When about mid-August?
Yeah, so we'll August 6th, we'll hit the field with the varsity JV, and then first game is 25th. Scrimmage week is that previous week, so it's like the 17th, 18th. So we're about under 30. We're ready to rock and roll.
KT, it is that time, man. Y'all lock and load. It is time to go. All right, Coach White, let's take this thing back to the beginning. Let's go back to Austin, Texas, my guy, because I saw the pictures when you was a running back on Rivals back in 2005. I saw Rivals was just brand new when they got you, man. But walk us through this football journey, Coach. When did you fall in love with the game?
So originally from Austin, born in the heart of Austin, Texas. So I say when people talk about the new Austin, I'm like, I don't know anything about that new Austin. I know everything about the old Austin, Texas, where you could get from Pflugerville, Texas to downtown in less than 20 minutes, not an hour. So they can have the new Austin. But fell in love with I fell in love with sports at a young age. My pop played in Minnesota, got drafted by the 49ers. All my aunts were big time in track, volleyball, and basketball. They all coached. So I think the love in our family for sports, it was very, at a young age, we hear the stories about, man, your aunt, your dad this, your dad that. So I didn't really play football until 6th grade. Mom wasn't big on it. Mom was a track star basketball. So I didn't pick up. I mean, I played backyard football, but like any organization wasn't until I moved to Rockdale in 6th grade. And then the first time I touched the football and got a little contact, and I was like, oh yeah, I like this. I like being able to do some things. And so went to Rockdale, got to follow my dad's footsteps, played running back just like him. Actually ran for more yards than him in high school, but he got the state championship. They won. My dad and them bad boys. They won football in '76 his senior, and then they won the state track meet in his senior year. So he he had the whole thing going. So he set the standard.
It ain't a family event that he don't talk about. Well, back in '76, hey, y'all trying to watch the playoff game. Oh boy, we would have blew them out. Tennessee Titans playing the Jacksonville Jaguars. Oh, we would have beat the brakes off them. No, they couldn't have came to Austin back in '76. No,
oh yeah. So got to loved it so much. Obviously, had a recruit profile. Shout out to Matt Stepp. That's my guy. I remember he was the one who created all that. Now, he's big in Dave Campbell's. He's still my guy to today. But I remember people don't, if you know old Matt Stepp, when he was up and coming with rivals. Got a chance to play at Mary Hardin Baylor, top Division III football program to this day. We won 4 conference championships. Played in the national semifinals our freshman year. Protect the code of the crew is a real thing. The line runs deep at UMHB. That program's success because of Pete Frenberg and Coach Larry Harmon has continued that success. And man, you're not going to find a better Division III football school in the nation that's going to run it like a Division I. Loved everything about Mary Hardin Baylor. Made a lot of friends, a lot of close friends who are in this coaching community with me. Very thankful for my time there. I will say you appreciate the game after you get done playing. It's a business decision in college. You try to tell your athletes that all the time. So that's kind of my story.
Let me ask you this question, because let's just be real, Coach. I love, first off, if you're a Division III, Division II, NAIA coach, hit us up. We want to tell your story because me and Kevin, we get kids that want our help, and we want to help as many people as we can. But we say, well, where you want to go? Where do you see yourself playing? And they all want to be Power 5. Hey, I want to go to these P5. They list us all these P5 schools. And let's just be real. There's only in certain sports, maybe 16, maybe 25, 45,000 scholarships, available, period, to play. Yeah. To play in the game in totality. And, if you tell somebody, hey, right now I see you at a D3, oh man, quit hating on me. You blocking my blessing. I'm them this. But I like to hear the point of view of somebody who went through Division III and had a good time and continued their career. And now you've been coaching successfully for 11 years. It works out. And there's Division III players that's in the NFL.
Oh yeah, like
whether they went through the transfer portal or whether they just naturally got drafted out of a Division III or made a team as a free agent. Like, you can still continue your career, but speak on that D3 experience just for us, because that, to me, I think that sounds amazing to go play in semifinals and 4 conference titles and still get to continue your education.
Man, I wouldn't change it for the world. I mean, people look, it's frowned upon us. Let's be honest, but my experience is like, man. You come in with all these guys, and it's true. You start with so many, you lose after your freshman year, you lose after sophomore year, you lose after junior year and senior year. But the experience of being able to be at a top program like University of Mary Hardin Baylor, you're guaranteed to play past, you get to stay in the dorm when it's just a football team in the playoffs. You get to get the per diem, you get to go out with the fellas. You get to experience. It's not like you don't travel. Well, you travel just as normal. Nice charter buses, nice planes. You do the whole 9. Like, it's like there's a guy when we got there my freshman year in 2008, Jarrell Freeman, All-American linebacker. He played in the league for like 4 or 5 years. Like, if you can ball, they'll find you.
They gonna find you.
They gonna find you. Like, I mean, and at the end of the day, like I tell people all the time, do you want to go somewhere and play? Or do you want to go somewhere and just say, just because of the timeline, and you sat the whole time and you were, practice dummy or scout team hero? Like, choose what's best for you ultimately. But the D3 experience is not bad, and eventually certain schools are going to start moving up. They're going to start moving up to the D2, D1s, but like D3 there's big time athletes. The guy who hosted me, Bryson Tucker, owns Sacrifice Training now. Big time All-American on both sides of the ball, running back and DB. Like, you can do it. Like, fellas, I'm telling you, there's some big time players that I personally know from Division 3.
And think about it, that was back in 2008. Do you know what social media is now? We fast forward 15 years later.
That's what I'm saying.
They gonna find you nowadays, man. So you 100% correct. So now we talk about Division 3, but you got next. So we've actually got some of your dogs that we've been talking to, and I'm gonna give them a shout out. Varion Ellison, who got an amazing story with his pops, and I can't wait to get him on the show. We've been trying to work that out with him. And then you talk about All-Americans. You got one of the dopest offensive linemen. I'm talking about an absolute beast out of Michael. What is it? Fuasi? Man. Hey, I guarantee if you put on pads in front of him, you're going to remember his last name, because that boy is moving. He moving tractor trailers with the way he play. So, but the only reason I bring them dogs up is because I had the opportunity to see some of the stuff y'all do in the weight room, and it is impressive. Your guys, you started talking about earlier, you was like, this is what we do in 35 minutes in and out. Like, them dudes are monsters, because it go past those 4 and those 5 stars that I mentioned. I mean, y'all got some dogs that are like putting it in. I saw one workout where you put resistance bands around your legs, and you're jumping and you're doing some kind of little thing like that. I'm like, Lord have mercy, that is a machine being created, coach. So now is this your workout program that's producing these monsters like this?
Am I running it? Yes, but my philosophy, my experiences come from mentors. So, shout out to Elton Crocker down in San Antonio. Shout out to Leonard Burks. Shout out to Cody Harvey, Missy Mitchell. My boy Smitty over at Capel. Guys who I've sat down and talked with, and my philosophy has just grown. Like, I remember I told somebody else, I was like, back in the day, it was 6x4, we hitting everything. Walking out could barely move, you know what I'm saying? But the strength and conditioning program has just grown so much. And again, you get all the experience, you take all the the notes, certifications, but you got to make it your own. And what I want our guys to look like, or when people get done playing us, they want to say they were physical, they were fast, they were powerful. And you have to simulate that in the weight room. You have to build it. It's not like we just go in there day one and start. We got a process. I'm big on foundation. I told my first one time, when you come to me, I don't care how much you could lift. If it's not a quality rep, I don't want to see it. And so be able to do what we've done and going on year 3. I'm fortunate to be around even my coach staff, Stu Johnson, Gabe McLaughlin, Nate Blackwell. Those guys, those are my guys behind the scenes that are running the conditioning and doing the flexibility, mobility. Like, it's a group effort. So I'm not where I am today without like people who have helped me along the way, and we've jotted notes down and ran ideas past each other. So I mean, we're very fortunate. I mean, yeah, it's nice when we post our videos. I mean, we're working. Like, there's one thing we're going to do is our habits. It's got to be daily. It's got to be consistent in what we do. We're not here to be pretenders. We're here to get our work in and move on to the next. But one thing I think that we do well is that we have mental talks. And again, you asked me that question about how's this game of football applied outside. We talk about life after football. We talk about moments in the season. And one day it's not going to be a game. It's going to be a situation in your family. How are you going to attack? How are you going to attack this? How are you going to handle this? So we're always talking about things. And I tell my guys all the time, if I teach you the game of football, I failed you. I have to teach. We have to teach you more than this game, because this game will end for you.
So what is the expectation? I got to talk some Louisville football. I'm sorry. The Farmers that kind of got me hype. I'm about to go pick me some greens. I'm trying to tell you, everybody want to be a farmer now, fighting farmer. Because what is the expectation for this football field, for this football team for the 24 season?
At the end of the day, we got to be us. In our acronym this year is BAU, is business as usual. And when we say that, we know that when that alarm goes off and our feet hit the ground, it's time to go to work. We're going to have fun. We're going to hoop and holler. But when it's time to be in the weight room, it's time to be on the field, in the classroom, it is business as usual. There's nothing exciting that we're doing besides putting in work that is just ordinary. And we're just doing the ordinary extra. We're not being satisfied with making 2 workouts out of 4 a week. No, we want 4 out of 4. Why? Because you know what? There's 1,000 schools in the state of Texas all trying to attain one goal. And only 2 people in 6A can hoist that gold ball, the state championship. What are you going to do to give yourself that chance? We talk about this journey, this path, this road we're on, and not leaving any stone unturned. Make sure that we are taking care of everything on the field, off the field, in the classroom, and it's business as usual. That's our motto.
Man, Kevin, move them up, man. We got to get to Louisville ASAP for the season. I can't wait to watch this team play some football. Last thing I got, Coach, is the whiteboard. I think that's pretty cool that you're taking your platform, and you're doing more with it than just posting some pics of your team working out. And it's a little bit about what inspired you to do the whiteboard, and tell us a little bit about that project.
So again, being Coach White, I think White is my last name. I think you can play on it. And so my wife was sitting there, and I was like, man, there's people that won't give out resources or give minimal. I think at the end of the day, if you're a leader, you're gonna extend your hand to whoever asks for help, regardless if it's good intentions in between or bad. Like regardless, that's not something I need to worry about. But if somebody's willing to come to me and ask me for help, somebody helped me along the way. So why would I not do the same? And so going through these titles, what should I call it? And I'm just like, the whiteboard. Like, well, duh, why not? Why not use it? Like, I got the name. I mean, it's not like they can say, oh, well, why is he using that? His last name is White. And so I wanted something I'm big on, man. Don't give me a dissertation. Like, we all know, we see a thick pamphlet or something, like, I'm not about to look at all this. So I wanted something that's, 2 to 3, 5-minute read, and just started working. And, we kind of fell off. We got to spring ball, but a new edition is dropping soon for the season. Things that I've done in the last couple months, and I want to give back. But it was just a platform that I want to use, not for to get any recognition, but just to maybe there's a guy out there that's struggling somewhere, and maybe there's one bullet he took from me that needed help. And so I just want to be an extension of things that I've done that can be successful, something they can modify off of it. And it's easy. You sign up, you get the weekly board. I want to do it on Wednesdays. W last name. I'm just, trying to play on things that I have in my name, just trying to just be kind of catchy, nothing just too flashy, but yeah, something simple. I'm a simple modern guy. I like things to be concise and clear, and I don't need a bunch of pictures or a bunch of different colors. I just want to keep it simple.
Man, I love the whiteboard, bro. I like what you're doing there. We might have to bring you on as a marketing manager, Coach White, with the marketing guru ideas. I love it. I love it. All right, here we go, Coach. You want to have a little fun? You ready to play a little game with Sports Life Talk?
Let's do it.
All right, Coach Kortlin White, welcome to the championship rounds. This is the part of the show with KT and I. We're going to do a little one-on-one sparring, and you are now officially calling all of the shots. All right, have you ever played a game called Would You Rather before?
Oh, yes, sir, I have. We'll leave we can turn the recording off after and talk about back in the day.
I can't wait for this one. Hey, for those of you, I know the youngsters who watching this, they probably know what it is. But for all you old heads who ain't never played, this is basically this or that. Okay, so what Kevin and I are both going to do, we're going to make an option. We're going to present an option to Coach. Whichever one Coach White select, that host gets a point. The first host to get 2 points, or the best out of 3 will win this episode's game of championship rounds. All right, Coach. So it's basically this or that. All right.
All right.
So, I am the defending champ. Yes, Cuban B. Let's go. Here we go. Coach, would you rather have a sports and conditioning award named after you, which, kind of like a trailblazer or a pioneer award, or
would you rather have a football shoe made by Nike named after you, and the proceeds go to a scholarship in your name?
I would have to go with the shoes, the proceeds.
Yeah,
I'm a Nike guy myself, so I got to put that. That's something about that check and knowing that it's going scholarships in my name. You know, Nike, come on, holla at me.
I'm gonna revamp my question on that one. I came to a gunfight with a knife on that one. I got ate up on that one. It's all good, KT. You gave scholarships and everything. Okay, that's what we're doing. All right, let's go round 2.
You gotta get dirty in the trenches, B. Jones. You wasn't ready. All right, Coach. Would you rather host your own traveling food show where you interview other high school coaches at their favorite place to eat in their hometowns, or
let me get in the trenches for a second here. Would you rather Netflix come film a documentary at Louisville, showcase your story? We look at Michael, we look at Z, we look at Virion. We tell all of y'all amazing stories in the Last Chance U style documentary for 2 seasons.
Oh man, I mean, at first KT had me with the going around the state, but Last Chance U, that's solid. And you put the fighting performers on a Netflix show.
Yeah,
turn me up.
Let's go. Now that's how
I just knew I had one there when he said he liked to cook and everything. B, I was like, yes, I got it.
Yeah, I got in the trenches, man. I got in the trenches. Let's go. All right, here we go.
Delivered it. Delivery
was. I just thought I could just go out there with the food. I thought I could show up, Coach, and just get the point. That was my fault.
35 minutes and we out, KT. All right, listen, Coach. Coach, here we go. Last round. Are you a sneakerhead?
Yes, sir.
Oh, this you gonna love round 3. We didn't tell you this before the show, but round 3 is dedicated to all of our sneakerheads out there. So what Kevin and I, we both love our sneaker game. As a matter of fact, every Wednesday night at 8 o'clock p.m. Central Standard Time, I go live. If you smash that subscribe button, you'll get notified. We go live, and during that show, at some point, I do a segment called The Drop, and all I'm doing is talking about new sneakers that are coming out, that's being released. The ones you should go buy. We have fun with it, Coach. So we vote on the sneakers. It's a real good time. But the only reason I'm telling you that is because before the show, we said we're gonna test Kortlin White's sneakerhead passion. And so Kevin and I both selected a pair of sneakers that we think represent you, your program, and your You Got Next story. And on the count of 3, we're going to get you to say, hold that sneaker. And whichever shoe you select, that host will not only win round 3, but they will subsequently win this episode's game of championship rounds. All right, Coach?
All right,
here we go. So on count of 3, 3, 2, 1.
Hold that sneaker.
I had to go with the strength and conditioning coach of the year shoe. You know what I'm saying? Every strength and conditioning coach be in the gym with these. I did my research.
Yeah, but my boy KT got the maroon high ones, the Boudreaux.
Yeah.
He went with the farmer color on that one.
Man, mine's the too. It just that my camera won't show it up for some odd reason.
Oh, well, get a better camera, B. Jones.
My camera don't show maroon for some odd reason. Every team that's maroon, I can't get a maroon shoe because my maroon shoes show up. I might have to pick a different color, but it's all good.
Yeah, you got to pick a different color. But hey, Coach, we did mention Big E earlier. We already got a belt for the show. You know what I'm saying?
Y'all killing me.
Here we go, Coach. Thank you so much for picking me. B. Jones, and what are those 2 words that we like to say? Well, I like to say now. And new. Carry on, B. Jones. Carry on.
Y'all watch the next episode. I'm going to beat the brakes. I'm going to sweep Kevin in the next episode.
You should have got swept this one.
I should have swept you. All right, here we go. Coach, you disappointed me on that one. Michael, handle my lightweight. I need. Why everybody's all American at, man? Come on. All right, here we go. Coach White, the title of the show, Sports Life Talks, You Got Next, Coach. So now we know that there's a vision board. There's a path. There's some dreams that you still have that you want to get accomplished. But what does the future look like in your own words, Coach, for you?
I think continue growing this profession, building connections, being where my feet are, watering the grass where I am. I think we in this profession, you get ahead of yourself and you start thinking in the future. But I think right now, being where I am, I'm building Coach Kortlin White. I'm building the next young man in this program who maybe want to be a coach one day, or who maybe wants to coach in college or coach in the NFL. But being that figure where I am now, and if that next opportunity presents, doesn't fit the mold of what I want. Does it fit the culture that I want to be a part of? Does it fit my family? I think a lot of coaches will say, I can find another job, but I can't find another family. And so I think there's a lot of things in this circle that play into the, what's the future. But definitely loving where I'm at right now. Being here for my guys on a daily basis, and that's my future.
Well, Coach, you know what? I can tell you right now, every single coach that has came on this play, and I kid y'all not, if you want to go back over 500 episodes and look, but every coach that said "be where my feet are," it's something about that one terminology. You just got promoted. I don't know where you're going, Coach.
He's not making it up either, Coach. So you probably gonna be on Alabama strength and conditioning staff next year. I'm just being real with you.
Shout out Paul Constantine. That's our guy. He might be watching this episode. But Coach, last question, because you just got promoted. And I'm sorry, Louisville. I know a lot of people around the program mad at us. But when you look back at your career at Louisville, when you look back at your career, period, and all the kids you've impacted, all the games you played in, how do you want people to remember Coach K. White? How do you want your name to be remembered when somebody asks about you, when Netflix comes back and they say, tell us about that 2023 the Fighting Farmers team? How do you want what do you want the message to be when they ask about Kortlin White?
Just to give him some humor, I'll try to hit him with Shannon Sharp. When you lay your head down at night, just know I gave you everything I had. No, but I would say a coach that always shot it to him straight, didn't sugarcoat things. If I didn't have the answer then, I'd get the answer for you. And number one, that I always love you. I tell my kids that. I don't think kids hear that enough, is that I love you. And I think that word, you hear people kind of get like touchy about it, but I think in Louisville we tell our kids we love them every day, and because that phrase may impact them more than anything we put these guys through. But for me, knowing that I love them, I'm shooting to them straight, and I'm always going to be there for them. Even if my top athlete, my middle athlete, below, I'll be a reference for you. Great, I'll pick up that phone and call for you. If that job, that's what you want, put me as a reference.
All right, Coach, you have any shout outs you want to give?
Yeah, so I want to give a shout out to my guy Aaron Sauls over at Panther Creek. Been boys since 2010. My guy Victor Cortez, who I work with at Louisville, Melbone, Jay Guard, and Ricky. And then obviously I want to give a shout out to my family. My wife's a professor at Texas Christian University. We got 3 beautiful girls. I'm a girl dad. Camila is turning 5 next month, going on 18. Kaylin is 3, and then Corey is 20 months old. So I'm a girl dad to the fullest. Don't ask the question. It's done. Got the snip. We're good to go. Coach White is done.
Shut the factory down.
Yeah, shut the factory down. Then I also want to give a shout out to my Louisville staff and our head coach Michael Odell and every guys I get to work with daily. He lets me be me. He doesn't ask me to be somebody I'm not. And then also shout out to our principal, Jim Baker, best principal in the state of Texas. I think your admin team is pro athletics and not telling you no and giving you the resources you need to be successful. Those are places you stay at, because there's other schools that are not as fortunate as we are. And then shout out to our athletic directors at Lewisville ISD, Cindy Lyles, Coach Ford, and Kobe Davis. Those are the greatest athletic directors I've been around. They make the ship run. So shout out to all those people, and then just shout out to the strength and conditioning community. And then lastly, shout out to the up and coming Black coaches of Texas. That's a big platform. Stephen Jackson, Tony Newsom, Tony Miller, Donald Smith, Coach Padgett. Those are the guys that are founding members. I'm just glad to be a part of something that's striving to do things that I believe in the culture and things I want to do.
All right, so this is the part of the show where you get a chance to call the person that you think should have next. Tell them, hey, I got a chance to rock with B. Jones and KT. Tell them my story. I want you to do the same thing. With that said, Coach, who are you calling out? Who should have next?
Aaron Sauls over at Panther Creek. He has a great story. Great father. Great husband. Great coach. We got in this profession at the same time. When I first met him in college, we looked at each other and he's like, "Yeah, I want to be a coach." So I'm like, "Okay." And man, we've been rocking ever since. So that's a guy I think that he's got next. He's got a great story. where he's been. And then another guy I would recommend is Tony Newsom. I call him my big bro. He played at SMU. Great story. We're actually district rivals right now. He's over at Coppell, but that guy right there, I can call that guy right now, and we will talk about for 3 hours. And so he's always available and always giving the nuggets he's done. He's been in this game, got more skins in the game than I have, but those are the two guys I'd recommend for you guys.
All right. Coach Sauls, Coach Newsom, you both are officially on the clock. Coach White just punched your tickets. We can't wait to have you on the show so we can hear your stories and learn more about you. We will be reaching out to you, so check your DMs and don't leave us on red, all right? But Coach Kortlin White, you got next. Man, you're the truth. I love coaches, the energy that you guys produce, but you something special about you, Coach White. You definitely one of one. You authentic, man. You passionate. I'm loving what you're doing. Anything you ever need from us, please let us know. You got nothing but full support. You are exemplary. You are extraordinary. You are elite. You deserve a yeet. Hey, Coach. Hey, Kev. What about the fact he say Texas Christian University? It took me about 10 seconds. I was like, that's TCU. Your wife must have got on you about that. I work at Texas Christian University. Sports Life Talk Nation, man. We thank y'all so much for sticking around. This has been an awesome show. What a way to kick football out. Y'all keep watching because we got some football players coming out. We got some more football coaches coming your way. So y'all stay tapped in. Don't forget to follow, like, subscribe, do all of that stuff. Listen, we not big on the numbers. We anybody that retweet us, you tweet us, tag us in, we gonna retweet you. You follow us, we gonna follow you back. That's just the way we operate, all right? That's just who we are. And at Sports Life Talk, all one word, Twitter, whatever, TikTok. Kevin, do we have a Snapchat? I hope not.
I don't think we need Snapchat, man. That's a little too much. God, we too old for that one.
I hope not. I hope we don't have no Snapchat. Hey, listen, if you're sitting there, you watching this show, I know we've invited Virion. I know we invited Michael. We gotta get Big Z on this thing too, Coach. So you gonna work on them for us?
Oh yeah. Y'all gotta pull up to the Louis. First off, we gotta get you some gear. We gotta get you right.
Don't threaten us with a good time, Coach. Yeah, Sullivan's just full with Louisville gear. got cornbread dripping all down our throat. Hey, no, for real, Coach. We coming. We rocking with y'all for real. We coming. I can't wait. We're gonna look at the schedule and pick a game. Probably one of the first couple of weeks we're gonna be out there supporting y'all hard, Coach. But listen. If y'all need anything for us, or if you just want to be on the show to yourself, if you say, hey, I know somebody, I want to be on the show, go to our website, yougotnext.com, click on the nominate tab, and just tell us a little bit about yourself, or tell us about the person you want to nominate. And that way we can do our research. We'll reach out to you, give you an audition. Everybody might not be You Got Next material, but I promise you we're going to reach out and we're going to have a conversation with every single person that gets nominated. All right. So y'all do that for us. And don't forget to come rock with us Wednesday nights at 8:00 p.m. Central Standard Time for the live show. KT, congratulations on the win again. Like I said, I know them All-Americans. They're going to be like, Coach, you crazy. You should have selected them three, but it's all good. I'll let your players deal with you. I'll let your players deal with you in the locker room. All right, KT, man, let's go home, bro.
So I guess it's the time for the benediction, huh? I gotta, to make this delivery. Hey, do us a favor. If you're watching this episode, please hit the like button. That goes a long way in showing Coach White some love. It gets his show pumped up there in YouTube, and whenever you type his name in, guess what? This show is going to come up. Coach, whatever you need from us, please let us know. We got your back, Coach, and we can't wait to come out there and watch y'all play.
Yes, sir. Excited to have you. I'll give y'all some sideline access. Y'all get the full effect.
Coach, you're doing too much. You're going to be there week one now, so now you're doing too much.
It'll be the You Got Next, the official Fighting Farmer podcast. Hey, Coach, the only thing I got left to say is, but now my grandmama ain't the only girl calling me baby.
I'm telling you.
Sports Life Talk Nation, we love y'all. Stay safe, be blessed, respect each other, and love one another, because together we are better. And keep dreaming big, because you never know. Your story may be the next one featured on Sports Life Talks. You got next. Yeet!
What's crazy is I knew you had next, cause you always working, you always grinding, you're in your bag cause you're always working. Like in due time, I knew you got next. Oh, you did it, huh? Crack the code. You got next, you smashing goals. You want next, you need exposure. Well, Sports Like Talk got the baddest show, like the baddest hut in the room. Podcast to tune into just for you to talk your shit. Talk your mushroom. You are what you eat and you should consume. Sports Like Talk from the late night to the afternoon, then rest repeat. Hit the like, leave a comment, or subscribe so you don't miss a beat. You got next is a small taste of a winning meal from a chef type of celebrity. What's up next is you, at least you better be. Yeah, you got next, yeah. I can feel it, you're a winner just like me. You got next, and what comes next? Tune in next time and you'll see. Cause if you got next, yeah, if you got next, if you got next, then you're just like me. If you got next, if you got next, yeah, if you got next, then you know where to be. I'm talking sports life, talking this.